Hi friends, it's your pal Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk about the brand new Dungeons & Dragons D&D Canon hardback Forgotten Realms Heroes in Faerun Players expansion. And I want to talk about the faction, the Purple Dragon Riders faction. So they put this faction into the book, and it is really strange, all right? So so Cormier has these Purple Dragon Riders. Now, what is a purple dragon? In Dungeons & Dragons right now, a purple dragon is an amethyst dragon. That amethyst dragon was introduced into canon in the Fizban's Guide to Dragons, and so it's it's the amethyst dragon. So, but this is really odd. So why is this odd, Scott? Well, this is a player character option to ride a dragon, right? Like, and they explain that there aren't many, like the Purple Dragon Riders are a faction, right? But the humans, the humanoids who ride purple dragons for Cormier are extremely rare, right? They don't give the exact number, but I got the idea that maybe as low as a dozen, and it really probably almost certainly is not more than 100, right? So, and then the faction is squires who are helping those guys, knights who serve the Purple Dragon Riders, and then like the support staff, right? Like, wizards and people who are actually, there's so many open questions, right? And so what I think is really odd is this is a huge thing in Dungeons & Dragons, right? Like, I think every player wants to have a dragon pet, right? Like, or like a dragon, right? They want a dragon they can ride, right? But this is really, really problematic from the perspective of Hasbro. And the reason why is they're like, oh man, like, I think what they're really worried about is if they open this can of worms, they're like, how do we get back from this, right? Once you have a dragon and you actually play a player character who has a dragon, and this is the other thing is, like, they ride the dragon, right? Like, they're not partners. Like when you ride a horse, you're not partners. You tell the horse where to go, right? And so they're like, once we open this Pandora's box, who's going to want to go back to playing a character without riding a dragon, right? Like, it's just so cool, right? But so I was really like surprised they even put this in the book, right? And the reason why is, here's why. This is so cool, and so many players want this, that I'm like, this should be its own book, right? Like, if you really want to equip player characters to ride dragons, to properly discuss that and do that, you need an entire book on the subject, right? But I also think they're almost frightened to do that, because if you do that, if you actually do the mechanical work and the narrative work and the lore work to get this done, it's so cool that you're like, well, how are we going to handle this? Like, how do we handle this period at all? Like, who's going to want to go back to the world where they are not riding a dragon? It's rough. It's really, really rough, right? And so I thought it was odd that they even put this in. I thought this was really odd that they put this in, because it really is, I feel like, a big time Pandora's box that is really a struggle, right? And so that's my take. I'm curious. Yeah. Every single word you just heard in this video is my humble opinion. I would really like to hear your humble opinion on this. Like, I think they should have done this as its own book, right? But that would be weird too, because not any other faction is going to get its own book, right? Like, but I think that was the only way to really provision this, because there's so many questions now. Every single word you just heard in this video is my humble opinion. Nothing more, nothing less. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion. When you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider liking, subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.